Have you ever tried to imagine a truly giant ape? I mean, something that would make a gorilla look small.
It sounds like something out of a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was real.
Yeah.
We're talking about Gigantopithecus blacki, the single largest primate that we know ever walked the earth.
And the craziest part is how we even found out about it. It wasn't some big formal fossil dig, not at first. No, the first evidence, these two massive molar teeth, were found by an anthropologist back in 1935. He found them for sale in a drugstore in Hong Kong.
A drugstore?
Yeah, they were being sold as dragon bones for use in traditional medicine.
That's unbelievable, and that really sets the stage for this deep dive, right? Our mission is to figure out what we can piece together about this giant from, well, not much, just teeth and 4 jawbones.
So let's start with the most obvious question. Just how big was it?
Right.
The estimates, and they are just estimates, point to something between 200 and 300 kilograms.
So it's up to 660 pounds.
Exactly. And the mandibles we have, they show a big size difference, which suggests what we call sexual dimorphism. The males were probably a lot bigger than the females, kind of like we see in modern gorillas.
And when you look at those teeth, that weight just makes sense. The molars are huge, the largest of any ape. But it's the enamel that gets me.
Oh, the enamel is the key.
It's the thickest in the entire primate kingdom, up to 6 millimeters. What does that kind of armor plating tell us about how it lived?
That is the perfect question. That armor, plus these high-crown premolars, it tells you the jaw was a powerhouse, just built for crushing and grinding really, really tough, fibrous stuff.
So like bamboo?
Not quite. We know from studying the dental calculus that it was a generalist, eating C3 forest plants. So, fruits, leaves, that sort of thing.
But generalist sounds a little misleading.
It is, because the calculus also shows they were eating super abrasive things. Stems, roots, maybe even tubers, probably with a lot of roots still on them.
And they had cavities, right?
A lot of them. About an 11% cavity rate, which suggests they were definitely enjoying sugary fruits whenever they could find them.
To fuel a body that massive, you need an incredible level of efficiency. You have to know exactly what to get and how to process it.
Right. And sometimes finding that perfect tool or that right specialized agent for the job can be the hardest part of any challenge.
Whether that's surviving in a forest or trying to scale a business.
And that idea of efficiency and specialization actually brings us to our sponsor. This deep dive is brought to you by Embersilk.
If you need help figuring out where agents could make the most impact for your life or your business, we're talking AI training, automation, even software development. Check out embersilk.com for all your AI needs.
So back when Gigantopithecus was first discovered, the big debate was, is it one of us, a hominin?
An early human ancestor.
Exactly. And it caused a huge stir, but now the science is pretty settled. It's not a hominin. It's in the subfamily Punginae.
Which makes its closest living relatives the orangutans.
Oh. Orangutans. And this was only confirmed very recently, in 2019, thanks to a really cool scientific innovation.
What was the breakthrough?
Well, the DNA is long gone. It just doesn't survive in the warm, humid climate of Southeast Asia. So scientists had to get creative. They used ancient protein sequencing.
From the enamel.
Right from the enamel. Proteins last way longer, and by sequencing them, they could place it on the family tree. It shared an ancestor with orangutans about 10 to 12 million years ago.
That's amazing. But it brings us back to that central mystery. If the enamel is so tough it preserves proteins, why do we only have teeth and jaws? Where are all the bones?
This is my favorite part of the story. It all comes down to rodent gnaw marks.
Rodents.
Porcupines, specifically. They need to chew on bones to get nutrients for their quill growth. The theory is they drag these huge Gigantopithecus carcasses into their caves and just, ate the skeletons.
So a creature that could have been nearly 9 feet tall was completely consumed by porcupines.
Yep. They ate everything except the very hardest parts, those massive enamel-capped teeth.
The irony there is just...
Wow.
It is. And ultimately, Gigantopithecus vanished about 300,000 years ago. The climate changed, its forest habitat shrank, and it couldn't adapt to the new C4 savanna grasses that took over. Its specialization became its downfall.
But its legacy kind of lives on, doesn't it, in folklore?
Oh, absolutely. Its sheer size made it the perfect candidate in cryptozoology for things like the Yeti or Bigfoot.
But as you said, the real story is so much more compelling.
I think so. It just shows how we can take these tiny fragments, a bit of enamel, some ancient proteins, even gnaw marks from a porcupine, and reconstruct this incredible deep history. Science is constantly giving us new tools to bring the past back to life.
That power of discovery, of human curiosity, It's just so hopeful. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show.
And hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.